I must write this email. I have to write this email. Both these sentences tell us that something needs to be done. They express an obligation. But do you think both of these sentences mean the same thing? The first sentence uses must, and the second one uses have to say that something is necessary to be done. That is, writing an email. Now, most people get confused while using must and have to. And in today's English lesson, we will understand the difference between them. I am sure by the end of this lesson, you will certainly know when to use must and have to correctly. I am Lucy, your English teacher for today. Let's get started. As I mentioned earlier, both must and have to are used to express an obligation, a responsibility, or a necessity to do something. In most cases, you can interchange must with have to in the present tense, but not always. There is a slight difference in their usage and meaning. Let's understand that. Let's look at the previous example sentences. I must write this email. I have to write this email. In the first sentence, the speaker has decided himself and feels the necessity to write an email. No one has asked him to do so or forced him to write an email. It's out of his own responsibility and willingness he has decided to write an email. You can call it an internal obligation. Whereas in the second sentence, I have to write an email. Somebody has told someone to write an email. Somebody has instructed someone to do something. It's an external obligation. It's a duty toward someone. So when someone has asked you to do something and it's a necessity, we use have to. And when you feel by yourself that something is necessary to be done, we always use must. The difference is subtle, but confuses many people. I hope you got the difference. The second common use is to say, something is compulsory, meaning it's a rule or a law that you should follow. In such cases, we mostly use have to and not must. Here are some examples. You have to stop at the red light. Now, that's a law or a traffic rule set by the government. If you don't follow it, you will be fined. You have to wear a seatbelt when you drive. Again, it's a rule and a compulsion by the traffic department. I have to pay my taxes before the end of the month. It's another obligation set by the government. In all of these sentences, it's a rule or a law that you should follow. In short, it's an external obligation. It's best to use have to in such sentences and not must. Now the third part of this lesson. When it comes to making sentences in the past, present, or the future, have to is versatile, meaning you can use have to in the past, present, and future. On the other hand, we cannot use must. For example, I have to go. I had to go. I will have to go. Can I replace have to with must? Yes, you can say, I must go. But you cannot use must in the past and future. Here are some more examples. I have to hurry up. I must hurry up. I had to hurry up. I will have to hurry up. I have to wait for 2 hours. I must wait for 2 hours. I had to wait for 2 hours. I will have to wait for 2 hours. I hope with the help of these sentences, it's clear to understand. Now let's understand how to form negative sentences and questions with have to and must. I have to go to the party. I don't have to go to the party. Do I have to go to the party? I must go to the party. I must not go to the party. Must I go to the party? To form negative sentences with have to, we use do plus not. And for negative sentences with must, just add not after must. To form questions with have to, we use do. And to form questions with must, we move the subject to follow must. Here are some more example sentences. What time do we have to leave? We don't have to leave before 2. We mustn't leave before 2. Must we leave before 2? Do we have to leave before 2? No, we mustn't leave before 2. No, we don't have to leave before 2. Mustn't is the contracted form of must plus not, and mainly used while speaking English. Here's a quick test to test your understanding of this English lesson. What will you use in the following sentences, must or have to? Also, you need to use the correct form of have with different subjects. Let's solve the first one together. She dash attend the meeting at 4 p.m. The correct answer is has to. She has to attend the meeting at 4 p.m. It's an external obligation, her duty towards the company. Did you notice I used has? The verb form will change with the subject, so remember to use the correct verb form. Write the answers to the remaining question in the comments. I would love to read your answers. That's all for today. I hope you understood the difference between must and have to, and how to use it correctly in sentences. If you wish to learn something specific, let me know in the comments. I shall see you soon with one more doubt-solving English lesson. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing English.
Before you click the skip ad button, just hear me out for 30 seconds. Do you struggle to speak English clearly? You possibly know all the grammar rules, but still, your English doesn't sound fluent. Do you find it hard to pronounce English words with the right stress and accent? You know English well, but still your English doesn't sound that fluent. It has that mother tongue influence, in short MTI, and you hesitate to speak English confidently. Are you afraid that you might pronounce words wrong and cause embarrassment to yourself? If you want to improve your communication skills and speak English with correct pronunciation and accent, I have a wonderful accent and pronunciation self-training program for you. This is the most simplified and comprehensive English pronunciation program ever created. I'm Radhan, a Cambridge University certified linguist with over 10 years of experience teaching people to speak immaculate English. Join me on this journey to improve your English communication skills faster and better.